Hi, my name is Steve Greenspan, and I'm here at eLaunch's office with Parthiv Shah, who is the owner of the company. And Parthiv Shah specializes in building the back-end sales funnel and putting you together so that behind the scenes, he makes you look good, and better yet, he makes you become successful in whatever your niche is. So what I do is I specialize in poison ivy removal. In some circles, I'm known as the poison ivy guy, and that's why I'm just itching to meet you all. And physically, what we do is we come to your property and we physically remove poison ivy as a done-for-you service. So being that I'm a horticulturalist and knowledgeable about those types of plants and insects and bugs, I'm really good outside, getting down and dirty, rolling up my shirt sleeves, and doing what needs to be done to get the physical hard work done. When it comes to integrating digital products, I don't know the first thing about it. I know there's a lot of shiny objects out there that look really good, sound really good. There are back-end software programs that you could buy that I have purchased, but I don't know how to make the conversion from physical to digital. Hence, I met Parthiv at a trade show about a year ago, right, Parthiv?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. And we spent a greater amount of 2, maybe 3 hours together, right?
Yeah.
Talking in consult.
Mm-hmm.
And he was very patient, and he gave me some really good chocolate candy to eat, which was delicious. And then, after all said and done, I got up and I walked away, and I never did anything. I didn't commit to buy. I didn't do anything like that. Not that that's a bad thing, but I just wasn't motivated or ready in my mind to do what needed to be done to make myself further along in being successful. Fast forward, I now meet with Parthiv again at another trade show this year, and first thing I did is I went out, right? I went out, and I'm standing at a bar. It's funny how things work out. I'm standing in a bar and having a drink with the other show attendees, and Parthiv's name came up, just like that. And I knew that I was going to look to find him at some point in my travels at this convention, but it wasn't the first thing on my mind. So the woman that I met mentioned Parthiv's name, and with that, she says, "You got to go see him." I go, "Perfect." With that, I literally took her card. I left the bar, went into the show, and I found Parthiv.
Yep.
And he says, "Ah, you're back." You're back. And now he had a bigger selection of chocolate at his counter, which it got really good. So anyway, fast forward. So I asked Parthiv to sign me up to do a eLaunchers full-blown campaign in assembling all the background facets of what it's going to take to make my business run smoothly, fully automated. Automated. For me, I was like scotch gluing and taping things together. Half the stuff didn't work most of the time. So I'm glad to say that coming here is such a great relief in knowing that I finally found someone that he's a gentleman, and he's a lot of fun. He's got a great sense of humor. He's got a heart of gold. I mean, truly a very, very likable guy. Really likable guy.
Thank you.
You can't help but not love him. You can't. He's just that kind of a guy. He's like a little teddy bear. You want to give him a little hug every now and then, right? I came here a little bit frustrated because a lot of the stuff that I was looking to accomplish, I have a dream, and I'm getting older, and I see my dream slipping away and not being able to be fully achieved. Having spent 2 days with this man, he's reinstilled my enthusiasm that I'm going to be able to fully achieve the vision of my dream, and that is to build out my company to become literally, I hate to use the word, but a dynasty or an empire in my space of poison ivy and other environmental issues. So I'm glad that I came, and it's giving me the sense of confidence. Matter of fact, I feel so much lighter because I don't feel like I'm carrying the load of all the work that needs to be done by myself anymore. I have someone who's extremely knowledgeable. He utilizes the latest softwares, the latest programs. He has an assembled team ready-made. I stepped into his office, and he's got, aside from his receptionist, and his wife works with him. She's the one behind the camera right now taking pictures. He has a person that takes your funnel and beautifies it. He's got someone that does the video, not the video, the physical printed material, the handouts, the giveaways. It's called Shock and Awe. I even got a Mount Everest. This is my game plan here, which I didn't know what a Mount Everest was. Now I have an Everest. I I have a Mosley program, I don't know, a Bosley, what's it called?
It's called your case presentation package.
My case presentation guide. Okay.
So if you give the case presentation package to a prospect,
Yeah.
they can read and educate themselves. So when they say no, at least they have something in their hand so they can think about you when you give it to them, because other poison ivy people are not going to give them anything.
That's for sure, other than poison ivy.
Other than poison ivy, yeah.
Right. So, in the end, the bottom line is that coming here, I had an idea of what I was looking to achieve, but after spending the greater length of literally 8 hours of interviewing with Partiv, he extracts out of you the core or the key essential elements of what he's looking for. Forget about what's in here. He knows what he needs to extract. He gets the certain key points, he writes them down, he keeps track of them. He's got a phenomenal memory. In the middle of a conversation about something irrelevant, baseball, football, he'll go, oh, by the way, what about this campaign over here? How are we going to run this? He's amazing, able to jump into and out of character at a moment's notice while he's juggling a phone and reading emails at the same time. Honest to God. This guy is truly a Superman. Again, I can't emphasize enough how ecstatic I am that I found this man, and that now we're going to start doing the serious work and building out my company on a fully automated platform. He even allows for future growth. He designs sketches and diagrams. He has you do the work in here. He gives you the core. You fill in the blanks, and then he guides you through the journey so that over the next year, 2 years, 3 years, I'm going to have a support team that I can fully rely upon. And I really feel confident enough that I know that if something goes wrong and I call him, that he's not going to say, well, I'll call you back in a couple hours, that he will personally take my call at that time and be able to help me through whatever that particular obstacle may or may not be. So in conclusion, I'd like to say that this is a man that will give you a master plan. He will give you a roadmap as to how to execute that master plan. He will give you the physical assets that you're going to want to have with you to leave behind with your customers and clients, or to pass out or give out or mail, or however you're going to promote your business. It's all there under one roof, done for you. Fantastic. I am psyched. Thank you.
Thank you so
man.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you. That was nice.
Thank you.